Hello, my name is Brad Heller. Welcome to the Heller Approach Acting Studio YouTube channel. Today, we're going to be talking about something a little different. Today, we're going to be talking about not the business of acting or the actual craft of acting. We're going to be talking about what actors do when they're going through rough times. What do we do? A lot of actors, they come to me and they say, I'm frustrated. I don't have an agent. I don't have a manager, or I don't live in Los Angeles. And what do I do? I feel like giving up. The first thing I want to tell you is something that I was taught by Dr. 𝗖𝗹𝗹, who I've mentioned before, who taught me all about anxiety and fear and overcoming and working through that. And one of the things that she told me was this great principle. And the principle is how we feel should have little or nothing to do with how we function. And she used to tell me this because she is from, it's right outside of Russia, Georgia, that's where she's from. And she used to talk about, like, from her country, she noticed that, how we feel and function in her country frequently, they severed that tie. So in other words, how they felt actually had little or nothing to do with how well they functioned. It didn't matter how they felt. They would just do it anyway. And she used to talk to me about that, and how sometimes here in America, she and I would talk about how often it is that this association with feeling and functioning seems to occur. And I'm sure it happens everywhere. And I'm guilty of this from, before I worked with her and worked on my craft. I found that, if I didn't feel like doing it that day, I just didn't do it. Or if I don't feel like practicing, I don't do it. Or if I don't feel like going out to that audition, I'm not going to do it. The other thing I've talked a lot about is this concept of no regrets. What we don't want, at least what I don't want, is to wake up 10 years from now in the same place and kind of have that feeling of like, where'd the time go? What did I do? And not giving in to that urge to be lazy. It's really hard to do. But what I can tell you is we've got two roads. You're at a fork in the road. Let's say you don't feel like doing it today, and you don't. Well, we already know you're going to feel like crap if you do that, because you're going to have regrets, and you're going to ask yourself, well, why didn't I do that work? So most likely you may watch TV, but at the end of the night, you may feel kind of bad that you didn't do what you think you should have done. The other way to go, I don't feel like doing it, but I'm going to do it anyway. So here I am doing it anyway, and it's a pain. I have to exert all this energy. I got to get out of the couch. I got to deny what I want to watch tonight. I can't watch those shows I want to see. Instead, I got to practice my acting. So it's a pain. Pain and sacrifice, pain and all the stuff that we got to do. But after, it's a great feeling. It's that sort of, wow, I feel really good. Like I did what I set my mind to do, and I feel more confident. Like I'm on my path, and I'm doing the work that I need to do. And at the end of the night, let me tell you, we have DVRs. When I watch that one show, and I've DVR'd it and watch it later, it's so awesome. It could be anything. It doesn't matter. I'm like really enjoying it, enjoying the show because I did the work. I didn't give in to laziness, and I don't have any regrets. So, if I could teach you one thing in this particular video today, I would say, take out a big piece of paper and write how I feel has little or nothing to do with how well I function, and put it over your mirror in your bathroom. And so you watch it and you see it every day of the week. And when you have that urge to sleep or do whatever you're going to do, when you know you should be practicing, maybe you won't give in that day. Maybe you'll do what I do, which is, look, it's pain either way. It's pain if you don't do it because you're going to feel like crap. It's pain if you do it because you're exerting all the energy. So why not pick the one pain that has some hope of feeling good? It is a pain. but there's that cool light at the end of the tunnel of feeling like you accomplished something. And we have to remember that, as actors, it's a hard journey, because as actors, we're artists. And as artists, we have to practice our craft. So when you're having those times where maybe you're not feeling like you're accomplishing stuff because you haven't booked an acting gig in a certain given period of time, or you haven't accomplished what you think you're supposed to accomplish, one thing I would also recommend that you do is do some practicing. Pull out a monologue. Practice a scene. Go, prepare and do a showcase or do a play. Even if it's today, you pull out a monologue and work on it for 30 minutes, 45 minutes. You're an actor. You're an artist. If you were a pianist, I would say go practice your piano. If you were a dancer, go dance. But if you're an actor, try not to equate success with what you've booked lately. Instead, I would like you to try to pull the focus from that. Look, it's very important, obviously, that you do that, but we can't gauge our happiness exclusively on how often we book something, or you're going to be miserable. So, absolutely, we got to remember acting is a business. And in order to succeed, we got to remember it's show business, and I have to do the work so that I can book stuff. But I don't want you to equate complete and total happiness based exclusively on your booking ratio. What I would like you to be able to do is pull out some acting, some monologue or a scene, and actually practice it and work on your craft. You may actually find that you had fun. And remember why you got into this crazy business anyway. All right. I hope I helped you today, maybe gave you a shot of inspiration to do some more work, because it is work. And if you have any questions, feel free to write us in our comments on our YouTube channel. Please like our page on Facebook at The Heller Approach, or subscribe to us on Instagram or Twitter at The Heller Approach. And of course, you can always reach us if you want through our website at thehelleraapproach.com. And it was great seeing you again. Keep acting.